Hey everyone, thanks for watching How to Pixel, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about some awesome indoor lighting. Because, indoor lighting is just as important as our outdoor lighting that we do for our light shows. And speaking of indoor lighting, let me get some better lights. There we go. Now that you can see me better, and now that we have good indoor lighting, we can actually start the video and take a look at some awesome RGB lights that we can use for inside and awesome indoor lighting. So, let's get started. So yes, today we're going to be taking a look at some RGB lights you can use to light up the inside of your house and that are meant for indoors and not really meant for display types of setups like most of us usually have. Now, I know most of you probably aren't expecting this video, especially with the season we're in, Halloween, with Halloween light displays getting put up. You're probably expecting something to do with my show. However, I wanted to take a quick detour from that because I had a company reach out to me called Lumary and asked me to make a video about some of their indoor lights. So I'm like, sure, I'll take a look at them. And also, the Halloween light display at the time of recording this is not fully ready yet for all the other videos I want to make. But we're very close and it's almost done, so those will be after this. Now, like in all my videos, if you'd like to skip to a certain part, please feel free to use the timestamps in the scrub bar and in the description below so you can save time and get to write whatever you want to see. If you want to go right to the unboxing of these lights, then go to this time right here. But first, I want to start out by saying something. What I want to say, or actually do, is set a standard for all upcoming or any future sponsored videos or videos where I receive a product and make a video about them. Just a standard if any more of them come up. I've now started to see, since it's getting closer to Christmas time and Black Friday, and I guess you could say the time of year where everyone's wanting to buy things and companies are wanting to show off products. And also that the channel has been getting a lot bigger recently, which thank you so much everyone for watching. We have over 6,000 subscribers now. But with all of these events happening, there's been a lot of different companies that have been reaching out to me, asking me to make videos about their items, and I could, in return, receive the items or receive something else. And at first, I was planning on responding to all of them and being like, yes, 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 that looks good, I'd like that, I'd like this, and I'd like that. But then I realized this channel isn't just for showing off products because they're sponsoring me and I'm getting something in return. And I don't want that to happen. So I've actually looked into some of them and I've decided I only want to make videos about them if I think you'll find them useful. Now, this product and this company I think you'll find useful because it's revolved around lighting. Everything we do is revolved around lighting. With Halloween light shows, Christmas light shows, everything we do. So I thought indoor lighting is very similar to that, and you might find this useful. Now, I'm willing to respond to almost any company that reaches out, as long as, like I said before, I think their products will be useful for you guys watching the channel. However, I've said to a couple of them, including Lumary sponsoring this video, that I'm going to be brutally honest in each video. I'm not going to be like, this product is absolutely amazing, I completely love it, and you need to buy it if I actually don't like it. Even if they're like, we'll give you $1,000 if you say you absolutely approve this product. I don't want to do that because I don't want you guys to buy products that in the end are actually junk, but I made them look like they're awesome. So those are the two things I wanted to make clear. I'm only going to make videos about products I think that you will find useful, and then I'm also going to be fully honest about them, and if I see any problems with them, I'm going to let you know. Even if the company doesn't like me talking about that in the video, I guess too bad, because this is for you guys, for the people watching the channel, and yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Now let's get into what Lumary sent me. They sent me 4 6-inch lights that are used for indoor lighting that you can install into your ceiling or at basically anywhere in your house, and they're smart lighting, so you can control them from your phone, from Alexa, from Google Home. Anything that's smart, you can probably control it from. And then you can also add multiple lights to the app or whatever you're using to control it, and you can control them all at once. These lights have 2 different parts to them. They have the main light, which is in the center, and this light acts almost like a normal light bulb, It can't turn to any specific color, but I'm pretty sure it does have a temperature adjustment you can set, so you can make it more of a blue type light or more of a yellow white type light, so you can make it a warm or cold light. But then the other thing is on the ring of the light, there are RGB lights around there, so you can make the light turn on different colors. You can have it do different patterns. I'm pretty sure there's modes where it can like react to music. I haven't really gotten to look that far into them yet. And then the biggest thing is they can be screwed right into a light bulb socket, or if you really wanted to, you could take the wiring and wire it directly into whatever power cables you have in your ceiling or wherever your electricity is. So these are really meant to be permanent indoor lights, so you can light up any room you want. But now let's open the package and see what comes with them and take a first look at them. So this was the whole box that Lumary sent me, and inside of this box there were 4 of these smaller boxes, and each of the lights have their own box. This is what they come in. They're the 6-inch 13-watt lights. They have the warm white, the cool white, and then the 16 million colors that you get with RGB. Here is all of the information for them if you'd like to look at this exact same product. And then inside the boxes were just a few things, very simple packaging, which I do like. We had a piece of cardboard that held everything together. We had the main light, as you can see right here, that went in that little piece of cardboard. It has the wires coming out so you could plug it in. And then we also had a plug that you can, or a thing you can screw into a light bulb socket to give it power. You can take the other end of this and connect it into this part of the light. And finally, there was a manual in each of them. That way you can find out all the information for setting it up and running it. And I'm very grateful they put a manual in each individual box, because if you know me, I tend to forget things. So, if I lose all of these, we have a problem. And then one other thing with the light is it has these metal pieces, and these are what you use to slide them into a housing that holds the lights. I'm not sure of the exact name, but it's basically a metal can, and it fits into most of them, the manual says. And then you'll just need a spot to hook this into where a light bulb would normally go, and you can connect these. But that's what's inside of each box for each light. So there you go. These are the lights that Lumary sent me. Right here is the main light that I was talking about, where it acts sort of like a light bulb, but you can adjust the temperature of it so it's a warmer or a cooler light. And then all the way around the ring is where the RGB lights are, and both of these can be controlled from the app or from Alexa or any of those types of things. And here's where you could technically cut off the connector and wire it directly into any wires you have that go back to your panel for electricity. So now I'm going to take a look at the setup process and show you it live as I hook it up, so you can see whether it's easy to set up or maybe it's a bit difficult. I'm not sure. We're going to take a look at that. But the hardest problem for me is I don't really have an easy way to hook these in to any light bulb sockets and have this be able to stay. I don't have a spot to permanently mount this into our house. So there are 2 lights out here in the garage, and I'm going to have to just leave this hanging in there, which I don't recommend doing. I'm just doing this so you can see the setup video, and that way you don't have to wait a couple weeks for me to actually permanently install these. So right here is the location I'm going to screw one of the lights into. All 4 lights are the same, so I'm not going to do each of them in this video. I'm just going to show you as I hook up one of them. So first, I'm going to turn off the power to that just to be safe while I screw it in. So I'll screw in just the connector first, that way I'm not making the light hang while I spin it around. So I will get that in, and now I will hang the light up here. And like I said, I don't recommend doing this just because I don't know if this could pull out the wire. And actually, I'm going to just get something to hold the light up, that way it's not tugging on this. So let me go do that quickly. There we go. Now it at least won't be pulling on the wire. I got some zip ties to hold it up. But like I said, I really recommend hooking that up the correct way, which you will find in the Lumary manual. If you get one of these, it shows you how to properly install it. So now I'm going to flip on the switch, and we're going to take a look at what this light does when we first give it power. Wow, that is bright. First impressions, very, very bright. That just completely lit up the area over here. And now I think it is set up in the mode where it's ready to be connected to our Wi-Fi, and that way we can hook it up to the app. So according to the Lumary manual, the first thing we have to do is install the Lumary app on our phone. So I'm going to show you going over the setup on my phone, and that way we can see if it's complicated or if it's easy, and we can also get the light working. Now I have a bad habit of never charging my phone, so I'm gonna have to leave it plugged in as I do this so it doesn't die. So here I am in the Play Store. I am doing this on an Android phone, and let's look up the Lumary app. And we can see it, it's this one right here that pops up. This is the little logo for it. And I'm going to hit install. We will wait for that to load, and once that is done, we will open that. There we go, and let's hit open. And first we have to agree to the user agreement and privacy policy. Okay. And now we either need to log in or sign up. So I don't have an account yet, so I'm going to sign up with one quickly. Okay, so I just made my account, and now the app is opening. It is loading, and I'm just waiting for it to finish loading. Right now I can't touch anything else. It won't let me do it. So let's just see what happens once this is done loading. Okay, there we go, and now it's asking me to add a device. So gave me a little thing telling me to hit the plus sign. So I'm going to hit that, and I'm going to hit add device. Next, it's asking for the following permissions. It's asking for Bluetooth and location to find locations to add devices, get a Wi-Fi network list, and perform scene automation. So I'm going to allow it to have those while using the app, and allow. And now we need to look for the type of light we have to add. Now the type of light we have is we have a light source BLE plus Wi-Fi. So even though it doesn't look like this, we have this top one right here. Now, a quick thing I forgot to mention is these lights can only connect to 2.4G networks. So if you have a 5G Wi-Fi network, you won't be able to connect it. If you have both, then this will work. And if you have 2.4G and only 2.4G, that will work. So make sure you have a 2.4G Wi-Fi network. So I'll tap that, and then it says, power on the device, power off after 10 seconds, then power on again. Okay, so switch on and off, keep interval time not too short, turn off after the light is on. Then I have to confirm that the light has flashed or breathed. Now it did do that when I first plugged it in, but I waited a while, so now it's on solid white. So just to make sure, I'm gonna flip the switch again. Okay, now I will hit next, and it instantly connected to the light. Wow, that was fast. I didn't even get a second to see what was on the page. And now I have to select our Wi-Fi network that I want it to use. Now the first one it wanted to pick was my 5G network because I'm connected to that, but I'm going to have to select my 2.4G network. So I will select that and go back. And now it needs the password for our Wi-Fi. So I will put that in and continue. And now the light is doing something, it's blinking, and now it's on solid white. And let's see what it's doing. It looks like it is loading. It says it's being added. So, oh, and it's done being added. Okay. So I will hit done. And now it's just going through some other loading pages. And I think that's it. It looks like it's done. Now at first on the app, I do see that there are a lot of different buttons and options and settings, which is cool. Because that means we have a lot of different customization options. But at first it is a little overwhelming, so I'm gonna have to look through this just to see what there is. And also looking through the manual will probably help too, as it does say what everything does on the app and how to use it. So I really recommend looking through this if you get the light. So on the main homepage, it looks like it would show us all the things we have. I only have one single light hooked up. The smart page looks like it has some energy saving tips. Scene, I think this is where you can click the button and you could tell a whole bunch of things to do a specific thing. So if you have a scene where you have 8 lights hooked up, 1 in every room, and you only want these 4 rooms to turn on, and this is more than likely what that's for. So you can hit the scene button and then it'll automatically do what it's set up to do. The mall option, this just looks like things that you can purchase from them. This is all of their products. They have a lot of different products. And then this is just the profile tab where you can go through and look at your account and all of that stuff. So I'm going to click on this light. And actually, I want to test this power button. If I hit this, does it turn off the light? Oh, it does, and it fades out. And I'm actually going to move my camera so you can see this as I go through all the different settings in the app. So right now the light is off, and I'm going to show you my screen recording from my phone so you can see what buttons I'm hitting, and that way you can also look at the light. So I'm going to tap the power on button and see if it turns on. Maybe. Do I need to refresh the page? Oh, there we go. I had a little bit of a delay. But I like the nice fade on, and then if I tap it again, it fades off. So that's really nice. Now, if you tap the whole box for the light, it opens up that other page where we have all these different scenes you can set up. We have these this main light adjustment right here. So if I turn down the brightness, that is definitely making the light dimmer. It is getting dimmer, as you can see. It might be a little hard to tell on the camera, but I can definitely see it getting dimmer. That's completely dim. That's as dim as it will go. And then I can turn it back up to the maximum brightness. Now below it we have the auxiliary light, and that is the light that is around the main light. So let's see what that looks like when I turn that on. Oh, okay. You cannot see it because the main light is overpowering it in the camera, so let me turn that off. That is the auxiliary light right there, and its first mode is red, or that's the default mode it's on. And then I can also adjust the brightness of that, so I'm making it dimmer. And let's see how dim it goes. That is as dim as it can get. And then we can make it all the way up to the maximum brightness again, which is that. So with all the lights off, you can see this light is actually very dim. This isn't something you'd want to use for your main light if you're trying to light up a room. You'd probably want to use that light right there, the main light. And it is so bright in here. Wow, I'm actually going to turn this around so you can see it. You've probably seen my garage before. This is with just the one light on in here. There's no other lights, and it is very bright. So, like, I'm actually considering setting these up out here permanently or maybe inside. But let's keep looking at the auxiliary light. So I'll turn that off and turn the auxiliary light on. And let's go through and see how I can adjust that. Okay, so I just tapped it and it opened this up. We can go through some of the different colors. Oh, so it gets a little brighter with other colors. There's some green, and then we can take a look at yellow. It's just like normal RGB lights mixing red, green, and blue to make the other colors. Let's take a look at white. Okay, so white isn't the brightest. I will show you around the garage again. It's pretty dim, but it's cool for some moody type lighting. Maybe during the evening when you don't want the main bright light on, you can use this. And then I'm pretty sure you can also tap each section and adjust the individual sections maybe. Let me mess around with the app and see what we can do here. Well, we can tap the combination section and it puts on a combination of lights, so that's pretty cool. Looks like they have a whole bunch of them. Nice. Looking cool. Okay, I like that. Oh, we have some different scenery. Okay, so these are... Oh, okay. That's actually pretty cool. So you could turn on different patterns so the light moves and does different things. That's nice. So, I mean, if you're having like some sort of party, you could also use these. Sea of clouds, that's this effect. What is hut in the snow? Let's take a look at that. Nice. I'm really enjoying this light so far. I'm not gonna go through all of these because there's so many different ones, but I really like them. This is cool. Then right here we have the music, and if I tap this, the lights will follow whatever music my phone hears, and I can select the type of music that it will be listening to, but I don't have any music playing, so I can't test that. Oh, and then I didn't realize this, but there are different tabs you can hit up here to go through the different patterns of the lights. So let me go back here, and then I'm gonna have to mess around with these buttons so I can see how you use them to manually set up the light. Let's see. So I got the eraser to work. I can tap sections and it's erasing or turning off parts of the light. So like if I want to leave one section on, there you go, that's with one small section on. Let me make a closer one on. Oh, if I could figure out how to. Let's tap the bucket, and can I fill just one section? Maybe? Do I have to drag? Oh, there we go. That's what that button is for. So now I can fill in certain sections of the light with different colors. So like, here I got an idea. That's a bit more purple. Let me select blue. I will make it Syracuse colors, which is the colors of Syracuse. There we go. Orange and blue. Nice. That's fancy. Let me select a different orange. Just a little bit of a darker orange. Cool. Okay. Looks awesome. And I think if you tap the bucket of paint and then you select something, I'm pretty, yep, that's to fill the entire light. So if you tap this bucket of paint, then you can select any color and the light will go to that color. If you select this little squiggly line, then you can tap any color you want to fill and just draw over which lights you want to have that color. And then you can use the eraser to turn off lights that you don't want on. Oh, and then if you tap this button right here all the way at the edge, it makes the lights fade out as you get to the edges of them. So that is really, really cool. And then there's this do not disturb setting right here. So I'm gonna tap this and see what this says. After this function is enabled, it can avoid the abnormal lighting of the smart lamp caused by accidental power on or off when the lamp is turned off by the app. Okay, so that's interesting. I'm gonna have to look some more into that. And then there's some different settings in here that I'm also gonna have to look at and mess around with them. So I'm gonna stop the video and go through it myself, take a look at some of the different patterns, and I will come back to you with the results I get. And oh, let me test the main light. I wanted to see, yes, you can adjust the color of the main light. So let me turn off the auxiliary light quickly. There we go. And I can make it a warm color like that. Ooh, okay. So it's very, very warm color. It's very yellow in here now. The camera's kind of picking it up. Or I can make it a very blue light. So let me do that. And now it's blue. Very blue in here, as you can see. And then I can make it white about in the middle. That's white, yeah. So pretty cool. I'm gonna go and test this myself now. I'll be right back. Okay, so it's now been a couple of days since I've set up the light. It's not this one right here. This is one of the other ones. But the one I set up is still up, and I've done some different tests with it. I wanted to go through some of the other patterns it had and see what it looks like. The app also has a few other things that I didn't go over, like you can set timers for when the lights automatically turn off, and you can also set specific dates and times for the light to turn on and off, and which part of the light to turn on and off. And if you have any other lights or any of their other products, you can group those in the app, so you can control all of them at once and not have to go and flip each individual switch on from the app. But now I'm going to give my full honest opinion with these lights. This is my 100% honest opinion. I don't care if the company agrees with it or not. This is just to inform you of what I think about the lights. And honestly, I think they're pretty cool and amazing, and I'm considering installing these actually permanently into my room or somewhere else, maybe even out here. I really enjoyed using them. Now, so far, I've only done short-term testing, and I'm not going to be able to provide you with any long-term testing to see the quality of these, just because I can't wait months to make this video. But short-term wise, the lights have worked great. They exceeded my expectations. Very bright. I love the features the app has. Now, for anyone curious about the price for these are around $150 for the 4-pack. Just a small editing note, I was actually looking at the wrong product. You can't buy the 4-pack for the 6-inch lights. However, you can buy them individually. The same single 6-inch light is around $50, and you can buy a 4-pack of the 4-inch lights for this price right here, as well as also buy a 4-inch light individually. Now, if you do end up taking a look at Lumary's products and you purchase any of them or you purchase these lights, please feel free in the comments below to let me know how it went for you, if you enjoyed their products. And that way, if for some case I just got lucky and actually got good ones, but most of their products aren't that good, you can let me know, and that way I can update everyone. But so far, I think these are high quality products. I just can't test them over a long period of time, so I will keep you updated in the future at some point if these are good or not. So you can check these lights out both on Amazon and on Lumary's website, lumarysmart.com. and I'd like to thank them for sending these to me, and I really enjoy these. But that's going to be it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.